Hey Flosstube, it's Julie, the Gulf Coast Stitcher, and today is July 9th. It is a Monday, and I've been so busy I feel like I've been out of the loop on Flosstube a little bit. My stepdaughter is with us for 2 weeks this summer, so we've been doing lots of staycation things and enjoying all the things that the Gulf Coast has to offer that we don't normally partake in because we're so busy working and going to school and all that stuff. So if you follow me on the Facebook page or on Instagram, I've tried to post pictures of things that are going on with us. So I haven't gotten as much stitching done as I had hoped to, but I did get some done. So today I'm going to do a stitchy update for myself. I don't really have any shout outs. I haven't had much time to watch Flosstube other than the usual suspects, Pam and Steph, Chelsea and Priscilla. The usual suspects, the people that come up in my watch list, and then half the time I save for later, and I'll do some binging. It'll be a few weeks probably because we have super busy days coming up. But congratulations so much, Chelsea, on the birth of beautiful baby Cash. I have to tell you, as a country music fanatic, the name Cash Carter is amazing to me. I immediately thought of Johnny and June. I don't know if you made that correlation or even know who they are, but what a great name. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. I will be out of town July 15th until 21st. I'll send out a notification via my website email list. The site will still be open. You can still shop. I just won't be able to ship until I return. I'm chaperoning Sarah's senior year ROTC staff trip. As you guys know, she made commanding officer, so she's the head of the ROTC. And we have a crazy busy staff trip coming up. So that's 80 kids out of 300, or I don't know exactly how many, but 80 kids are going. We're doing Paris Island, staying in the barracks. Pray for me. I like the air condition, so I'm prayerful that there's AC everywhere we go. We're going to tour some Navy bases, tour some colleges. We're going to spend some time in Atlanta at the MLK Museum site, which I absolutely love. If you haven't ever had the chance, you should definitely go to the MLK. It's kind of like a few blocks. It's like the MLK, I think it's called the Cultural Center. Then there's his birth home. Then there's the Old Ebenezer Baptist Church, which that's my favorite spot. When you walk into that church, they're playing his sermons on surround sound, and you're welcome to sit in the pews and just take in the whole experience. It's fantastic. It was also an Underground Railroad stop, so there's some neat memorabilia from that point in history there. And then across the street is a new Ebenezer Baptist Church, which is a mega church. So quite different, but wonderful, wonderful place to visit in Atlanta if you get the chance. It's going to be super, super hot, like I said. So all the prayer for cool weather and good weather, I would appreciate. We're taking a charter bus. Thank goodness this is not a school bus situation, because their trip last year, the school bus air conditioner went out and those kids were hot. And I didn't go on that trip. But it's her senior year, and albeit not my idea of the best way to spend hot summer days in July, there's nothing's going to beat spending time with her and the other cadets and helping chaperone that situation. So that's coming up. So I'll be posting on Instagram in the evenings and stuff. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of downtime built in for electronics because, high school kids. We went to the USS Alabama in Mobile yesterday, which was also a blazing hot trip, but it was beautiful. I mean, we've been there before. We just all went as a family this time, and we had a good time. So I stitched a little in the evening last night. Our whole plan was like we were going to come home and watch Top Gun because, Navy, and there's a reboot coming out. I don't know if you all have heard. Val Kilmer's returning to the cast, Tom Cruise is returning, Kelly McGillis is returning, and Miles Teller is going to play Goose's son. So I'm stoked about that because I absolutely loved Miles Teller in Whiplash. If you have not seen Whiplash, pause this video, write it down, and go watch that. It is fantastic. J.K. Simmons is amazing in that too. So anywho, I haven't done any reading. I haven't done any listening to Audible. On TV, we've watched, last night we watched the Evil Live, it was called, which was Pastrana reenacting Evel Knievel stunts. So that was kind of a Dan thing, but it was really interesting and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So we watched that live from Las Vegas. So we didn't watch Top Gun because I didn't know that was on and Dan had really looked forward to that. So we watched that instead. What else have we been watching? We've restarted Game of Thrones season 1 so that he could experience it. But we didn't get very far, honestly. We've just been so busy. By the time we sit down to watch TV at night, it's like catch up on 1 or 2 things and we're ready to go to bed. So, yeah. So that's what's going on in the home life. Shop news. I've got some haul to show you, I believe all of which has been loaded onto the website already, so you may have already browsed that. But for those of you who like to window shop, I know that's something that you look forward to in my videos. And, a few products that I'm going to show you. So first, let's see what I'm stitching and where I'm at with it. So I normally don't use a Q-stop anymore. You guys know I stitch with a Duchess hoop that has been aptly named Diana. But this is on Ada, and I was getting a little bit, I'm not going to say wrist pain, but I got like this weird popping sound. It doesn't hurt, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do that for this heavy coverage piece. Blocky coverage piece. So I broke out the Q-snap and I tried the two-handed method. I think Stitching Social was talking about how if you use your dominant hand on the underside, it like makes things so much easier, and that was really life-changing for me. So thanks for that habit. If you want to stitch two-handed in a stand, or like holding the Q-snap between yourself and the table, try your dominant hand on the underneath and then your non-dominant hand to pluck the needle. And because I had tried it before and failed miserably, and it's working great. So this is Wreckin Tosh. This is a Charlie Harper or C. Harper Designs cross stitch from a zillion years ago. I've been bouncing around as I'm running out of, you know, if I finish a strand. So here I need to put some of this gray in here. There's a few white stitches missing, and this is just the tip tops of his ears, which will come down. And then, of course, I have to do his mask. But I love raccoons. We have a ton of them here. There's back stitching. Pray for me that this does not stay in the forever whip pile because I hate to back stitch. But I have really cute finishing ideas for this. It's random. It's not my style, but I love Charlie Harper. I absolutely love all the Charlie Harper designs I've acquired. Many have been gifts. Thank y'all so much. The only one I really want that I don't have yet is Watermelon Moon. If anybody has that in their stash and they are looking to loan it, send it my way. I'd love to have it. And I don't feel bad about loaning charts to each other, especially when the designers are passed away or no longer designing or something unfortunate like that, because no harm, no foul. I mean, they're not in production anymore, so that's kind of how I feel about passing the stash on the designers who are no longer with us. I don't agree with making copies and selling fraudulent copies, but if you want to share with your friends, you bought that pattern, you're not taking any money out of the pocket of Charlie Harper. He's been long gone, and his design company has since been dissolved, so to my knowledge. So anyway, if you have Watermelon Moon, I'd love a shot at it. So this is Wreckin Tosh. I've gotten a lot of comments on this little girl. Of course, you know I love birds wearing clothes. I love anything, any animal wearing clothes. This is a Michelle Palmer. She is an artist. You can find her on Instagram. This came from Down Sunshine Lane. I absolutely love her needle minders. They're one-offs. They're hand-drawn. The backs of them, you get her, can't see it really, but her, she signs the backs of them. I just love this one. It's the only one I have. I'd love to get more. She's got some cute quilty ones out there for you quilty people, so hit up Down Sunshine Lane for those. I'm sure you could probably message Michelle Palmer direct too and get some of those, but I just love them. So that's Wreckin Tosh. Hopefully, I mean, I've got maybe 20% left to go. If I could focus and when I'm sitting there stitching and not fall into an internet hole on my phone, I would be done by now. But last night I was Googling all these things that we're going to do on this ROTC trip, and honestly, frankly, scaring myself to death as I am apprehensive about staying in the barracks in the open barracks at Paris Island, but you know, if it's good enough for the kids, it's good enough for me, right? My other whip that I'm working on, I'm in a stitch along the JD Pat Sow for Jeanette Douglas Patriotic Sampler Sow. I know that Pam Schaffner from Just Keep Stitching and Leslie Hurley from Fat Cat Flossing and myself are definitely actively working on this. I don't really know who else is. I haven't really seen a ton of posts about it. I'll tell you, I love the color. I had a poor experience at the beginning of this, and the specialty stitches, I don't know if you can see this. I looked at these and I was like, hey, how hard are those? They're nothing I've ever done before, but I can give it a shot. My word. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I'm going to get through it, but I'm going to keep plugging away. I love the colors. I bought the floss pack, so it comes with the embellishments. It comes with the called for floss. I'm trying to see if I can see some of the names of these. Bargello, okay, that's not bad. I can handle that. The other stitches don't even have names. So I can't show you because it's the chart, of course, but look it up online. You'll see lots of awesome pictures of it. So it's in my amazing project bag that came from the Multi-Crafty Hermit. I will include her Instagram name below. She selected this bag for me because birds and patriotic and barbecues and popsicles, all the things that are awesome. So this bag, I love her bags. She usually does a sale on Sunday. She has them for sale all the time on Instagram, but on Sundays, she's been having some buy two get one, so that's a deal. She's very fast in producing them. The quality's great. You know, all the project bags in the world are wonderful, right? If I could have one for every project, I would need an entire another room. But, yeah, I like them. So, this, like I said, this one came from the Multi-Crafty Hermit. So, this was my first start. This was my meager little start on, this light's weird. This is my meager little start on the Jeanette Douglas sampler. And then I realized when I went to move my hoop that I had oriented the fabric horizontally instead of vertically. It's a band sampler, people. It will not work this way. And I was so sad because this is Lakeside Linen Maritime White. If you know anything about Lakeside Linen, you know that it is basically like, it's like a Pegasus fabric. Like, you believe in it, but you hardly ever see it. How about that? Because they're so far behind because you guys are, I mean, everyone is supporting the industry so well, which is wonderful, but you can't, it's hard to get your hands on some Lakeside Linen. So I found that piece on Stash Unload. To my surprise, it was exactly what I wanted for this project, and then I oriented it wrong. So Sarah was like talking me off the ledge. She's like, Mom, there's a whole lot of fabric left there. You can save that for smalls, or maybe you can even make a little motif, because I really don't need a patriotic small, but you know, whatever. So I have my beautiful silks on a card from That's So Calico, which we'll talk about this in just a minute. These silks are stunners though, y'all. Look at that. I know the light keeps shifting. It's cloudy outside. You know, my house is chock full of windows. And then I did buy, like I said, I did buy the pack that's got some super cute embellishments. I don't know if they'll ever see their way to this because those specialty stitches are kicking my tail. So this is how far I got on my second piece, which this is 36 Count Winter's Brew from R&R. So I got the flag done, got some of the words done, but these, I mean, the stitch isn't hard, but it's lining it up on uneven linen that is like mind-blowing to me. Because if you don't line up a star right, it ain't happening. I just saw a fuzz go by. Sorry about that. It's this linen. It's dusty. Anyway, there's a cute little needle minder. I'm pretty sure this came from Heather. It's like got scales on it. It's a heart with scales, like mermaid scales. So I'm going to keep plugging away on it. I absolutely love the colors. I love how it looks when it's finished. I'm going to try not to abandon it, y'all. But then I just look at this and I think I'm struggling with this little star right here. Lining this all up is going to be like, there's very little cross stitch in this. The words are cross stitched and the stripes on the star, on the flag are cross stitched, and the fill in up here is cross stitched, and that's it. So I'm going to try, Leslie. I'm going to keep plugging away at it, but wow. I'm not that experienced, definitely not that experienced with specialty stitches, so I don't know about that. But I did work on it twice. That probably didn't help either, the fact that I wonked up the first one. So, before I move on to shop haul, we talk about personal haul. Nani, the Multi-Crafty Hermit, her bag. Oh, that's my basil plant. Because you can get did you know you can get a whole basil plant in the produce section of Publix for $3.99, or you can pay $5.99 for a few leaves. So I have a whole plant and it's actually doing pretty good, and I put it in a mixing bowl because I need to transplant it. But I made some yard sauce. Thanks, Priscilla, for your inspiration on that. Me and the girls went to the farmer's market last weekend, and I bought a ton of seconds and Coles tomatoes that aren't perfect and processed them all up. So got yard sauce for days. This is my favorite project bag that I have, probably next to my Mama Joan Prairie Life one, because I love that one too. Okay, first of all, I'm a shark fanatic. That should be known. That should be noted. As Pam loves lighthouses, I love sharks, which is ridiculous because I'm scared of them, but I'm fascinated. I told y'all my hammerhead story, so look at that. Look at that handsome fellow right there. What I thought was fantastic about this bag is that Nani had the forethought and the artistic mind. I would have never done this, but it works out so good. She paired this with hot pink polka dot inside fabric and a hot pink zipper. I mean, it completely pulls the pink. Sorry about the light. It pulls the pink in like their gums and fems it up, and I love it. So got this one. And I also got y'all, look at this. Christmas. It's Christmas in July. I'm like craving Christmas. Christmas stitching, Christmas weather, Christmas all around, Christmas cooking, Christmas eating. I want Christmas. So look at this. Look at that fat bear, little deer, moose. I love it. Thank you so much. Multi-Crafty Hermit on Instagram. I know I'm not done buying project bags from her. I have to be done for a little while because there's retreat things happening, but she sent me a beautiful little card, handmade, 3-dimensional, so cute. And she sent me a few little, what she calls scrap bags. They were perfect for scissors and notions. This one I'm going to include in my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. So we'll talk more about that. I have no idea what all I'm going to give away, but you will be getting this guy if you win. So it's got bees. Y'all love bees. And it's just a small little, it's perfect for scissors and needle threaders and little odds and ends. She also sent me another one, but I haven't decided if I'm going to give that away because I'm kind of in love with it. I know that sounds horrible, but you know what? I'll replace that giveaway with something else. I'm sure. I don't know. I might buy a small bag from her for that. But her bags are wonderful. So that's it. That's my PSA for the Multi-Crafty Hermit. Now, I don't know why I flaked out and didn't include this in my last video, but I know that Michelle Garrett and Jan Hicks have also done product reviews. This is the Bitsy Bob Extra Large, or Bitsy Bob 2, I think she's calling it. The size is the same as the Bitsy Bob, but check it out. I hope it's not full. It's got a little bit. This is exactly why you get a Bitsy Bob. Let me see if I can redirect that light. So these are my threads from Charlie Harper. There's probably some under here. No. So just like the original Bitsy Bob, you have, so like I lay this on the arm of my chair. So all my goodies slide into this pouch, clear vinyl pouch with a That's So Calico logo. So all that, I put all that in the front, and then you put your threads. I mean, mine's not wound up very neat, but this is real life. I used this last night. So this is my Anchor Black, and it just sticks, y'all. It's wonderful. So ideally you would neatly roll it and place it into the bobbins spots, but real life, I just smacked it on there. My Charlie Harper only has like 5 colors, so I don't really have to use this extra large one, but my other one is full with threads still from Sally Spencer, which I have not finished yet. So the cool thing about this is a snap, but no need to unsnap it, because while it's on the arm of your chair, you can just slide it up and you have double the felt surface to stick your goodies. Then you have a magnet that holds your scissors or your needle or your threader or whatever metallic things, your seam ripper, whatever you have, it holds onto it really well. So that's it. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Kelly. It was all I could do not to buy one of these. Again, I have 2. I'm on retreat budget because prayerfully, we haven't heard back confirmed yet from Kim Young, but prayerfully, Robbie and I are going to the Hands Across the Sea Nicola Parkman class. It's like a 2-day class at Sassy Jack's in Weaverville, North Carolina, Weaverville, by Asheville. We were told a spot opened up for us. We reached out. We haven't heard back, but I'm sure we're good, because she did message us, and we just had to play tag to get back in touch with her and let her know which class we were able to come to. But it looks like that's in the plan. So that was like an unexpected budget, because we tried to get in and then it was full. So then we decided we were going to go to the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat, which is still on the hook for October. So we paid for that, and then the Weaverville thing opened up. So yeah. And I hopefully am on the wait list for StitchCon. I put my name on the list like a while ago. But it's real hard to like see all that going on and think, yikes, did I do the form properly? I didn't receive any kind of email letting me know I was on the wait list. So Stephanie, if you're watching this, or you or Pam, if y'all can confirm and message me, or put it down here, or private message me and let me know if I'm on the list, that'd be awesome, because I need to budget for, I feel like a trip to Keepsakes is going to be a budget breaker. I'm a shop owner. I can totally buy all the things, but there's so many, like in these shops that have been open for a while, there's so many like treasures. I think that's one thing we've learned from, besides we've learned how awesome sequins are, we've also learned from McKenna that treasures can be found in these older needlework shops that have been in existence for a while. So yeah, so I'm going to have to like pump the brakes on project bags and bitsy bobs, but that won't last. I know myself. I'm going to do a linen D-stash. I did a Pictureless Plus Ada D-stash that went over really well on my Gulf Coast Stitches community page on Facebook. So please ask to join that if you haven't yet. I did a great D-stash. I mean, I sold everything I listed. Everything went really smoothly. Everyone is so nice in that group. I'm so proud to have that like smaller group of stitchers. I love Stitch Mania. I love Stash Unload. I love all those large groups, and my group is not a buy-sell group. As the owner admin, occasionally when I de-stash, I'll put stuff on there before I load it to the other sites, and I think my customers and community friends appreciate that. So it's not a place where you can like find buy and sell very often, and no one else is posting things for sale there. It's more of just a community. I mean, that's what it is. It's a community page. It's a place to post your progress. It's a place to chat. It's a place to ask questions. It's a place that I can quickly shoot out information about the shop. So it's wonderful. I love it. I try to share some personal pictures on there because I don't really have a lot of stitchy friends that are on my personal Facebook. I share a lot of pictures of my kids and my family and my home and all that stuff on my personal Facebook. So I kind of keep that for family. There are a few stitchers who have, become close with me who are on there, but mostly I use that community page. So that's a great place. If you're having any issues reaching me by email through my website, it's because I fail to check it all the time. Most of my stuff should be copied to my email that I use all the time. Sometimes things get missed, and I know that. So if you haven't heard back from me within, I'd say, like 48 hours, something's wrong. If you've asked me for something and I haven't got back with you, something's wrong. So please reach out to me again. I like that Chelsea always says one way is better, or 2 ways is better than one. That's true for all of us, I think. So Instagram, Facebook, shop, my personal email, however you can reach me, please do. Yeah. Also, if I owe you any, like, if everybody should be caught up on all invoices, should be caught up, all shipping should be done. If you're missing anything at this point between now and when I go out of town on the 15th, please reach out to me so I can wrap any of that up. Everybody should be good, but every once in a while something happens. I'll give you an example. I had a customer who ordered a Cory Bada Cory Halloween in the Rain, and several of those charts have come to me from the distributors missing 2 pages. They're missing like a mid page and missing the Floss legend page or the Floss key page. So it actually happened to Robbie, my good friend. And so ever since then, I've kind of been checking those because it seems to be something with that particular designer. So I checked the Halloween in the Rain before I sent it out. And thank goodness I did, because it was missing the pages. So I had to get with Hoffman and get another one sent, and sometimes they're in a hurry and sometimes they're not, and then we had the holiday and everything, so that has gone out now. But stuff like that, if something like that happens and I say, you know, something's being shipped separately or you're missing something from your order, I'm human, it doesn't happen often, but if it does, please follow up with me. I don't want you sitting there thinking that I'm not taking care of you, and I certainly will if I'm aware of what's going on. So anyway, that's it for my shop disclaimers. So Bitsy Bob, That's So Kelly Co. This is the Bitsy Bob 2, BB2, BB Extra Large. If you email her, she'll build you one. She has a few fabrics listed, but she also has choose your own fabric, so that's amazing. So love, love, love. This is my Pat Carson needles, and my Bitsy Bobs are the 2 tools I could not travel without or live without. Project bags. I mean, honestly, I could put stuff in a Ziploc bag if I had, if I needed to, but I do like my project bags. Love my Shark one and the Bitsy Bobs. So, sorry I'm so late on letting people know how awesome this is, but I think I raved about the first one quite a bit back in my previous videos. So, run, don't walk, and get yourself some of those too. Okay, shop news. Let me get a drink. Pardon me. Okay. So, I'm not going to talk about this too much. Anchor Black. Anchor Black versus DMC Black. I've also been asked about Anchor White. I've not tried Anchor White. I will order it on the next order. But I can tell you that Anchor Black, for me, I didn't use it on the Wreckin Tosh, and I wish I would have. I just didn't have any yet. So I know some of you are really wanting to try Anchor Floss. This is a 12-pack box, but I have it listed in 6-count packs on the website. So if you're curious about the coverage, it's like DMC price. It's not a fancy floss by any means. It's like it feels like a rougher cotton. I don't even know how to describe it. Is it fuzzy? I don't know. Is it shiny? Not really. It's not fancy, but the black coverage just lays really nice and gives you really good coverage. So Anchor Black, if you wanted to try that, you can find that on the website. Mirabilia Madness. All I have left from the complete and total buyout that I could possibly do from Witchelt is I have 4 Butterfly Fairies left. And these are the real deal 25th anniversary. There's the seal. So I have 4 of those. They're listed on the shop site. I have one is this one? Fairy Moon. 25 years. I've heard people say that they got some of these that weren't marked with 25 years, but mine all are. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 of the Lady Mirabilias left. That's a stunner, y'all. So pretty. And this comes with the embellishment. A charm. Not all the things you need, but a charm. They're kind of fat because of that. I have not opened one up to look at it, but it comes with that butterfly. I'm sure that's what it is. Yep, it says the butterfly charm is exclusively available with this chart and cannot be purchased separately. So if you get this chart and it doesn't have the butterfly in it, somebody made a copy. Just saying, it happens. So that's what I have left of Mirabilia, of the relaunch. The Lady Mirabilias are not limited, but they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. So got those for embellishment packs. All I have left I have 2 Lady Mirabilia embellishment packs. I have 2 Seaside Kingdom embellishment packs, and these have treasure. These are a little pricey, but they have treasures and beads. These didn't really kind of stay in their packs very well, or stay lined up as well as the others did, but all the goods that you need for Seaside Kingdom. And these are limited edition as well. So it tells you Mirabilia Seaside Kingdom Embellishment Pack 25th Anniversary. And I have 1 Butterfly Fairy. I probably just told you that. Sorry if I did. So that's the Mirabilia basket. That's all that's left. All right. I'm going to list these on the shop site or perhaps on the Facebook group. I haven't decided yet. Whatever I get to, honestly. These are, you guys know I do a Floss Club, Floss of the Month Club. These are extras that were not paid for. If you purchase one of these, they have Gentle Arts and Classic Colorworks and Weeks. They're all cotton floss. There are 10 in the package. They're random selection. So if you're in the club already, you get one. It might be something that you've already got, maybe not. You can tell that, I mean, they're not the same. There's a few of the same things, but I see oyster in this one. I see eggshell in this one. And I'm just going to list them as randoms. I don't want to go through, you know, can I please have the seashelly out of one and oyster out of another one? No. That just kind of defeats the purpose of the grab bag. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 packs left of those. So those are going to make their way somewhere. So either on the site, shop site, or on the community page. All right. This is all listed already. I'm not going to go through every one of these. But this is all the mini card sets that are available. I believe D is not available. But all the ones that are available, a Prairie Schooler. Sorry, I just showed that. Did it real quick though. I had a ton of these. This is what's left. So get your Prairie Schoolers. I was asked to order this by April, May, June. So this is going to be making its way to her, but I have more. Teresa Kitten Stitcher stitched this, and it was gorgeous. So that's Sophia by Summer House Stitchworks. I was also asked to purchase this. Like I said, April, you're good. Yours is coming to you shortly. May I? This is so cute. It's on Black Ada, which freaks me out, but it says, May I a small house and a large garden have? And I love that. Little bee skip down there. And a bunny. Sorry, I don't want to take it out of the package. Okay. Trying to go through this quick. This, I love this. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because it has a house on it. Under the Prairie Moon. Prairie Sampler by Little House Needleworks. Look at that, y'all. There's birds. There's a crescent moon. There's a cabin. Deb. Country Stitcher Deb. And it has a stone fireplace and a bunny. I mean, I love this. Love that. I was feeling patriotic, as you probably can tell from the shop inventory. This is so cute. This is Coming to America. Little House Needleworks. We've all seen that one. And then this one really spoke to me, and I don't know if I saw this on Michelle the Striped Roses when I binge watched her or not, but if I didn't, Michelle, if you're watching this, if you don't have this, which I'm sure you do, I know you'll love it. It has like a weird, an antique rose-colored house. Anyway, home is where you hang your needlework. True that. Or in my case, where you store it in boxes of unfinishedness. Up on the Housetop by Prairie Schooler. I cannot wait to do this. So I'm so sorry about the glare. I don't know if that helps at all, but all right. So this is a paper reprint, but how I'm going to stitch this, like whenever it happens, who knows when, is I'm going to do Santa on the top of one piece of fabric. And then I'm going to put the, these three houses are the same as this one. I'm going to put these three houses under him. That's happening. Every time I watch Just Keep Stitching, I look over Pam's right shoulder, Stephanie's left shoulder, and I see this chart. I see the beautiful stitching that Pam has. Pam Schaffner is, I don't like to gush about people, but her stitching, y'all, is gorgeous. She should completely, like, be a model stitcher for life. You can't see on this model that it says, here's, what does it say? Here's to the promise of summer to be. You can't really see that on that fabric or on this picture. But this hangs on her wall behind them when they're doing the videos, and I love it. So, bought that to enhance my own stash and also to enhance yours. I do have some of these left, y'all. These are so cute. These are the $4, you heard that right, $4 Mirabilia pamphlets that talk a lot about some of the series that Nora did. Fairies. There's one chart in it, which is this beautiful cameo, and that's full coverage. It didn't have to be if you just wanted to do the black parts or maybe just the inside the cameo or just outside, but it's stitched as full coverage. So yeah, if I do that, I'm going to do it on some beautiful fancy fabric and only stitch the black because I'm a cheater. So there's that. And New York Dreamer charts. Everybody does the word plays, and I have them all, and I've done like 2. I think I still have like March up in the house, but hey, we're Irish. I'm Irish, it works. But these seasonal ones, the winter, there's 5 available. There's 5 that were done, only 4 are available at distributors. So I'm sure, and I even went to their website, and the last time it was updated was like 4 years ago, so I don't know where I can find it. But this is wintertime, horrible picture, but it's very wordplay-ish. It has cardinals, cozy, white, windy. So it's kind of wordplay-ish, and it has red birds. Yay. Love that. Here is Summertime. Like I said, tough to see on the picture, but super cute. Super cute. Can totally see. I could see this being done. Springtime. The colors in that are awesome. Birds. Or as my stepdaughter says, burbs. Christmas time. Because I'm craving it, y'all. At first I was like, what are those spiders doing? They're ornaments, not spiders. They may look like spiders when I get done with my back stitching because I'm horrible at it, but there you go. So the only one that's missing is Autumn Time, which you can see on the back there. But it's not available. I'm sure it'll show up somewhere. Somebody's probably got it hoarded in their stash. But the hunt is half the fun, right? So that's all the new stuff. I'm going to zip through a few oldies but goodies. I'm not going to go through every one of these. I'm just going to hold these up and tell y'all that I got the Snippet, Lizzie Kate Snippet Santas. I may be an enabler to many of you, but my good girlfriend that I talk about a lot, my close stitchy friend geographically to me, Robbie, is a phenomenal Santa stitcher. There is Santa stitching, I mean, that will just blow your mind that she does. So now every time I see a Santa, I'm like, ooh, I need to add that to my stash for my someday Santa room or wall or whatever. I won't stitch all of these. Some of them are my style and some of them aren't. I love this one. And I've had this one on the shop before, but Old World Santa, he's super cute. He's so cute. So yeah, all the Lizzie Kates. I also love this one. And his pajamas. So yeah, added all those. Some of these have like 20th anniversary things. I don't know how if collectors care, but I thought that was cool. I just kept trying to get Lizzie Kate stuff from Hoffman. When Lizzie Kate finally ceased business, they sent the remainder of their inventory to Hoffman Distributing, to my knowledge. That's the word on the cross-stitchy shop owner Coconut Telegraph anyway. So I keep trying to get different things. Most of the time they come back, this item is out of stock, this item is business discontinued, but surprised me this time that these all popped up. So Christmas in July, if you want something small, fun, purse stitch, road stitch, these are super cute. And most of them require the same colors, which I think is awesome. So you could do one project bag with the floss and stick 3 or 4 of these cards in there and a big piece of fabric and you're good to go on your mobile stitching. So I think that's it. Yeah. I've got so much to do, not enough time. I've got to run errands today. Got to hit the post office and ship off a bunch of goodies to you guys. Don't forget about the giveaway. The first day of summer to Pina Colada Day, which is through the 15th of July. If you've made a purchase from the shop, you're automatically entered. You do have to be a member of the Gulf Coast Stitcher community page to Gulf Coast Stitches community page. I'm the Gulf Coast Stitcher. You guys are Gulf Coast Stitches united. Yeah, just by simply making a purchase, you're entered. No need to do anything else. And Sarah and I have built a really cool, like, summer gift bag. Gift pile. It's not a bag. Lots of super cute stuff. I know you guys will love it. So, that's it. That's what's going on here. I hope you're having a wonderful stitchy summer. I hope that you are enjoying the air condition. I will tell you that my air conditioner in my car was fixed. Thank goodness. But that didn't stop Linda Jo from sending me pictures of her with a heater on and a sweater while I was sweltering. But I love you, Jo. I loved that. That was super cute. She said we needed to switch cars. She could have my heater and my heated seats and I would take her air condition. But, you know, a few $1,000s later, Volkswagen did a great job and got me blowing ice cold. The kids were actually complaining about being cold on the way home from the USS Alabama yesterday. I said, too bad, suck it up. I was hot for weeks, so I'm going to be cold now. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to run errands and come back and try to finish up my Wreckin Tosh so I can move on to something else. I love y'all. Have a great stitchy summer, and I'll see you soon. I hope to get a video in before I hit my ROTC trip, but if I don't, see you on the other side of that. Thanks. Bye.